my identity was wrapped up in all those things. So all of those things started to come back from the childhood, which is, can't keep up, you're a failure. You can't keep up, you're a failure. Can't keep a job, you're a failure.
Just for people that haven't heard it, why did you decide to step away from that show?
I stepped away from the show because I felt as if I didn't have the growth potential creatively and financially that other people were getting. Bottom line. And at the same time, on a spiritual level, it was important to step away in order to grow myself. I had no precipice to fall off of anymore, to allow myself to be caught by something greater than myself, because I had lost the greater than myself that was myself. And little did I know that that's what it would be.
Mm-hmm. Now, you said earlier in the interview that 2003 is when you left?
Yes.
The years or time following that became somewhat of a challenge for you?
Huge.
What was going on?
Everything was a challenge. I wasn't working a lot. My marriage was falling apart. It was a new marriage that was already falling apart. My home, I couldn't keep it. I had purchased it and I'd been there for almost 12 years and it was like, I can't keep this. I can't keep this because, again, my identity was wrapped up in all those things. So all of those things started to come back from the childhood, which is, can't keep up, you're a failure. You can't keep up, you're a failure. Can't keep a job, you're a failure. So you're not really acting, so you're not an actor. Can't be a homeowner anymore because you're going to lose this.
Is this happening in you?
Yeah. It always happens in there. Where else does it happen? And so those things were like, but I knew that God was taking them away to say, I'm clearing this slate. Because you were so defined by that, but you don't realize that you're so much more. You don't even realize that you're the minerals to everything that you are the key to fertilizing your experience with me. I created the soil. I didn't create the shit, but I created the soil and you called it shit and then didn't realize why this shit was here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take away the shit because I know that you're minerals. So this shit is all going to be a gift for you the day and the moment and the hour and the second and the nanosecond that you realize that I created you to be minerals in the first place. But I can't do that because all of this is a distraction because you're trying to run after that shit. You want to not step in this shit, so you'll overstep this shit in order to go after that shit.
Was it always like a positive, perspective, or were you at a point where what the hell is going on?
Oh, it's never always that. Why? Because you always have to have fun. There is no point in being human being unless you recognize that on a spiritual level, your evolutionary process is to be crucified so that you can be resurrected. And you can't have a crucifixion without a resurrection. You can't have a resurrection without a crucifixion. And those things grow you. So like I said, you begin to bear witness to your own life so you can bear witness to others and go, I want to help you out. I've been there. I've done that. You're not alone. And I don't need anything from it because I know that God's healing is already going to be within me. All I need to do is activate and watch you because, that makes me feel good. And that draws back to all of the same stuff in the material world where I said, well, I have a low self-esteem and I've been going through childhood traumas. But the moment I started working at 14 and making money, there was something about being an adult where I can go, I can pay bills and I'm never going to ask my parents for money ever again. That made me feel good about me. And the fact that I can pay bills and have them go, you pay the light bill, you're 14? You paid, you're 16 years old, you're 17 years old, you're paying? Why would you? Oh, wow, okay. And that made me feel good. And little did I know that all of those things was the common thread to what I am right now. Not who I am. That's a big difference. Not who I am, but what I am. That was the common thread. And all of those things, if you look back, are just encyclopedias to your own life. And all your fucking information is there in every encyclopedia. Every year, every moment, every hour, every week, every decade, everything is marked in those encyclopedias. And you realize that all of those bricks are the path that led you to who you are and allowing you to choose your most authentic self.
Who is Debra Wilson currently?
Me. There is no greater answer. There is no more complex answer. There is no simpler answer. Me.
This One on One Moment is presented by Hypers Club. Watch the full interview right now at hypersclub.com by becoming a member.